Yo, what's going on everyone? Miles Midoriya here with the review of Spy Family Season 1, Episode 14. In the beginning, after one of the bad guys got turned into a pinball after bouncing around on the walls, Anya's with Yor and she's crying, telling her that she was scared. Keith starts thinking that he has to get rid of Anya and Yor. He then unleashes the dog on them and Yor makes a scary looking face at both of them. That dog turned into Sonic the Hedgehog, ran away and got up out of there. It was so terrifying that even Anya was scared. Yor reassured her that she was safe, but she wasn't talking about the bad guy. She was talking about the facial expression that she made. People started gathering around the alleyway because they heard something. Keith was not trying to stick around. He tried to take Bond with him, but he wouldn't budge. He kicked him and ran away, which was highly disrespectful. Yor was going to chase after him, but remember she didn't want to leave Anya alone again. She tied up the guy that she kicked in the face earlier for the police, and Anya lets her know everything about the bad guys and the explosive puppies. After that, Yor did check out Bond to see if everything was okay. Anya let her know that this dog did save her. Yor told Anya that she was worried about her. Anya did apologize for running off without permission. She gave her a hug and told her that she'll get a stern talking to when she gets home. It was a sweet moment. She was just glad she was okay and safe. Yor calls the police to let them know what's going on. While that's happening, Bond looks into the future again. We see the same picture of them together as a family, but this time around, Lloyd isn't there anymore, which means something changed the future. The vision showed Lloyd got caught up in the explosion. Sometime after that, there wasn't peace anymore and conflict began to rise. Anya freaks out because she's about to lose her father. She calms down a little bit and says she could tell her mother so that she could save him, but she doesn't want to reveal to her that she has powers. Now we all know what's going to happen. Again, she tells her mom that she just remembered something and makes the excuse that Lloyd didn't take any toilet paper with him to the bathroom, so he might be in trouble and she has to take him some toilet paper. Yor tells the police one more thing and then immediately takes off after Anya. The scene then goes to show people who are working with Keith get caught, but Keith isn't too far behind. He's actually near a building where all this is going down. The person that they called a handler actually ends up talking to the people that they just caught, and she said, "What do you want?" And they said, "War." And you could tell that she's been through some stuff when it comes to it, because she definitely describes some pretty wild stuff. The scene jumps to Keith trying to figure out his new plan. Lloyd takes off to the destination he was assigned to, which we all know is the clock tower. Anya and Bond make it to the clock tower, and this dog is tired. He must have been running for miles. He didn't run in no circles this time. He's sitting there trying to catch his breath. She asks the dog if she could see the vision again, but remembers when the explosion went off, it made a noise on the clock. She then realizes that she cannot read this clock at all. I thought she had it all figured out a little bit at first. So she goes to talk to this old man that was sitting on the bench and asks, when does the clock make a noise? And he said in about 30 minutes. While making their way there, Bond stops and smells something. We see a vehicle and we all know it's Keith. He grabs Anya and gets them out of plain sight. The other dog hopped out of the car and started smelling something. They would have got caught if Keith wasn't in a hurry. I'm not going to front. She did look like she was peeking around that corner a little bit too much. I was like, man, how does he not see them? After Keith left, Anya and Bond make it to the building, and she almost opened the door until the dog barked. I was like, Anya, you gotta remember, this is what you're trying to prevent Lloyd from doing. She finds a small window to get through. She starts to put her gloves on, and I'm like, are you about to disarm this explosive? And then she says, how do you disarm an explosive? And recalls seeing on TV that they cut the red or the blue wire. Only to find out that all the wires are black and she has no scissors. She's getting nervous, but she did find a bottle of ketchup, which we'll talk about in a minute. The scene moves to Lloyd getting out of the car, getting ready to go into the building. Once he's in there, he says he smells ketchup. The guy next to him says that he sees a doorknob, eggplant, and some grass, which was not that. It was just her warning him that there was an explosive by the door. The guy that was next to Lloyd runs towards the door. He's about to turn the knob, and then the scene goes to Anya and Bond. They're waiting to see if they understood the message. The clock bell makes a sound and no explosion. Bond gets another vision, and Anya sees that they say the future and Lloyd is still alive. Lloyd literally just stopped this man from turning that doorknob. He told him that this could be a message and that carelessness could cost them their lives. Man, if he only knew. If he would have let him turn that doorknob, it would have been over. Lloyd ended up putting his hand through the small window, holding a piece of glass, and then spots the explosive. He also notices that the secret police are there and that they'll disarm the explosive. Moving along, Lloyd uses his disguise skills again, dressing up as the man that they were originally looking for. He took the guy's clothes so that the dog scent could follow him more easily. Keith is following him just like they planned. Lloyd's backup pulls next to Keith's car and starts shooting. I don't know why, but this dude's serious face almost made me laugh. You think they would have stopped Keith, but no, he managed to get away. He threw some type of explosive, it wrecked their car, and he catches up to Lloyd and sees that he's gotten out of the car. Keith lets the dog out and he chases him. He's moving, jumping, hopping over stuff. It even threw Keith off because he thinks he's just some old guy. Lloyd goes into the alley. The dog follows him, jumping into the air towards him. Lloyd removes his mask and the episode ends there. I wanted the episode to keep going. Overall, it was a nice episode. Yor made sure that Anya was safe, even though she lost track of her again, but Anya and Bond did say the day in the future, and Lloyd is close to completing his mission. The episodes just keep getting better and better, and I can't wait to check out more. Comment below, what did you think about this episode, and what was your favorite part from it? Here's another Spy Family episode review. Thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.